Welcome to the post-game press conference. We're here with our winning coach, Coach Norman Black, as well as the best player of the game, Chris Newsom. Chris, I remember we were talking last conference about the frustration that you had with the unfortunate injury and the fact that you guys didn't make the playoffs and you weren't there for your team. That's what you said. Tonight, you end with the double-double, 33 points, 11 rebounds. Where does that take your mind right now, knowing that you're here and you led this team going into the semis?
Yeah, first off, I think we got to point out something that's bigger than basketball right now, which is LA Tenorio. And I think, Kuya LA has influenced a lot of us. And, he's going through a hard time right now with his family. So PBA family, everybody watching, please keep your prayers and your thoughts to Kuya LA. I think he needs all of us right now as a PBA family. So first off, that's number one, because, this is a lot bigger than basketball right now. So. But going on to the game, I missed all last conference. It was tough to just watch and be on the sidelines and watch and, just being a vocal leader. But of course, that wasn't a feeling that we liked or enjoyed, not making the playoffs. And I think that made us hungry coming into this season. We were familiar with KJ already, so, that helped a lot with our chemistry. And now it was just getting me in there, getting me back to, 100% so I can actually contribute to the team. But no one likes watching their team from the sidelines, especially, whenever they need you in big games and they're trying to make a playoff run. But here we are, we get another shot. Everybody's healthy, and hopefully everybody stays healthy in this next series so we can make a good run for the finals.
Coach Norman, one of the things that stood out tonight was the way you guys spread the wealth. Our final assist count was 23-12. Can you talk about the importance of that and the team showing that as early as now as you prepare to go for the semis?
Well, the balance is very important, that everybody gets involved offensively. KJ is not the type of guy that's going to score 45, 50 points a night, but he will give you 25 to 30. So we need the other locals to really step in and contribute. Luckily for us tonight, we had a lot of guys that were heroes tonight, led by Newsom. And that's what it takes at this time of the season. You really have to have everybody contribute if you want to move on in the playoffs. So a big win for us. It's exactly what I expected, another tough game with Magnolia. But now we're moving on to talking text.
Now we open the floor to our friends from the press.
Coach, how fulfilling was it that Aaron's buzzer beater was of a defensive stop?
Sorry, I need to rewind the game. I'm not sure how we got to that point of the game. I just remember him making the shot, which was really big because it sent it into overtime. I'm not sure about the play before that, but we had to make a lot of stops at the end of the game to even be in that position because we were down by maybe 8, 10, 12 points sometime in the fourth quarter. And we just kept our focus and nobody got down, nobody panicked. And we just tried to make play after play, particularly on the defensive end, to give ourselves a chance.
The series of facing PI in the semifinals, the top team in the nation.
Well, my biggest concern right now is how do I get my guys fresh again? Going through this tough battle with Magnolia and then heading to the series with Talking Texas is going to be rough, particularly since Talking Texas is a running gun team. They like to get up and down the floor. They use a lot of energy on their offensive end of the court. So, I think we can keep up with them. We can get out and run with them. How I get my guys ready for the game is very important because, like I said, we just played tonight, so we play again in 48 hours against Talking Tech. So it's going to be tough to get these guys fresh for the game, but that'll be the goal.
You mentioned about PLE's offense with the top 15 in the league. How so it will be the task of trying to perhaps lower the scores or?
Well, the one thing we do have going for us is we are the top defensive team in the league. So something's got to give one way or another. But we'll just sit down and analyze what they're doing offensively and try to devise ways to be able to defend them. And if you ask me right off the top of my head, we got to get back on defense, number one. I watched them tonight against Phoenix and it looked like a fast break drill. So we have to get back on defense.
Chris, was mentioned earlier that you got a double-double tonight. Is there any pressure for you to perform the same way that you did tonight heading into the semifinal series against TNT?
I mean, I think you guys all know that I'm not really about the stats. I'm not about scoring or rebounding or assists or steals or nothing like that. What I do is strictly what the team needs me to do. And tonight, the bigs had their hands full, and it's tough to box out Hester, and then you got Calvin battling down there. So of course the guards are going to have to contribute on the board. So that's why, coach made it a point that the guards had to go in there and crash. So if that's what the team needed today was rebounds, then we have to win the rebound battle. All five. And so I'm just that type of player that's whatever we need to do to win, whatever coach needs me to do, whether it's play point guard, if I got to play power forward, I'll do that. But end of the day, this is a team sport, and then it takes all five guys out there to make it happen. So yeah, I got a double, but a lot of guys actually contributed tonight. AB hit big shots. CB hit. He caught fire in that first half, and of course you got KJ, and you got to give credit to the unsung heroes. Cliff's out there battling. He's on the floor all the time. So again, this is a team game. I'm always working hard. I'm trying to improve my game every single day, just so that way, whenever that time does come and coach asks me to do something, it won't be a question whether I can or not. I'll be up for the challenge. So yeah, that's how I prepared coming into this game.
What about you? Judging from today's game, with the team's performance against Magnolia, what are the things that you feel you need to improve on? Just judging from the game that just occurred, heading into the semis.
Well, Talking Texas is a completely different team. They're a high-scoring team. They don't play defense the way Magnolia does. They just outscore you up and down the court. That's not to say they don't play defense, because they do, but they do it in a high-scoring way. So if you just ask me what it's going to take to beat them, one, transition defense, number one. We have to get back on defense, limit our turnovers, because they like to turn turnovers into turnover points. So we got to get back there, but do what we did in the second half, because we really got hurt on the rebounds tonight in the first half. That's something that hasn't happened to us the entire conference. We've been a very good rebounding team. The second half, we started rebounding, and we started playing better. So even against Talking Tex, we have to rebound the basketball. They do have some size with them, and they're very athletic. So we have to control our boards and limit their fast breaks as much as possible.
Coach, how do you like your chances having a relatively healthier lineup, because TNT is set to miss Kelly Williams?
Well, I'm not really sure about who's available for them until we get out on the court. But I do know that at the beginning of this conference, we had a team meeting and with the executives of Meralco. And one thing I remember us talking about was the fact that when New comes back, things are going to change. We felt like we could continue to win again. We've been winning in this conference for the last 4 or 5 years with this height limit. So we felt we could do it again this year. A lot of it is because Cliff Hodge matches up well with the imports compared to when it's 6'9", 6'10". So it's coming true. He's back. We're playing better as a team, and we're giving ourselves a chance. Talking Tex is a tough team. They're number one at the end of the elimination round, so it's going to be difficult, but we'll be ready. We'll be ready to play. Hi, Kanita.
First, congratulations, Tom.
Thank you.
And congrats, Chris. Anything special you mentioned to KJ during the half? Because I noticed that starting the second half, he was passing a lot more. The ball was moving around better. Whereas in the first half, I thought he was forcing his shots. He wasn't passing. He wasn't facilitating. But then in the second half, there was a change in the way he was playing his offense.
Specifically, I just told him to stop posting up on the left side of the floor, post up on the right side instead, because I shouldn't tell everybody this, but he's better on the other side. And then the other thing was rebound. He's top rebounder in the league. He's the reason why we are the top rebounding team in the league. In the first half, he wasn't rebounding. So he did a much better job in the second half of rebounding the basketball. But he spaced the floor a little bit better in the second half. We didn't use him as much setting pick and rolls, so he was more of a spacer, and it allowed the guards to get to the basket a lot more. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Good job, Neil.